I burnt the first cover I tried to do with an iron, so.
Can you see like sections of the cover underneath it, like?
Oh no, well I cut one off and then I burnt it and then I had enough fabric, so I just cut one off.
I meant like the notebook cover was
No,
damaged.
I did that and then I glued it on. So I have the same thing on this side. And then we have Hamlet's soliloquy, which is probably one of his like most famous things that you hear from Shakespeare. You know, everybody thinks Shakespeare, oh, to be or not to be, and then nobody knows the rest of it. And it's a very great speech, and this isn't even all of it, it's just the first paragraph. It's only like 2 or 3 paragraphs. But, this is from Much Ado About Nothing. They have a song in there that they sing a lot, and so it's kind of called like Sigh No More. It's a bit of the song, and I wrote the rest of it out. And,
Mumford and Sons does one like that. Mumford and Sons.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
okay,
very
I'll
nice.
look that up because I like
Yeah.
having the video that of him.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, they did a version of the song, and this is kind of back to what we did for like the first week of class with Shakespearean, like idioms, and just all the different sayings that we have that we attribute to him, or that is his. We don't generally attribute them to him, but he's the one that should be. I just did that one. Choose quote by him, and I drew eyes with it. It says, "For she had eyes and chose mine." A lot of my handwriting in here, I realize that my cursive is really cursive-y.
But it looks cool. It looks cool like that.
Yes, this is just because I had a cool color of paint and I didn't want to waste it. I was like, I'm going to put it in here. Here's my list of top 8 Shakespeare quotes. I don't know, like, who was judging them, but just popular ones. The first one being, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but on ourselves." The second one being, "To be or not to be," and that is the question. That's from Hamlet. Third is, "Now is the winter of our discontent," from Richard III. Fourth is, "Brevity is the soul of wit," from Hamlet. Fifth is, "Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and sometimes greatness thrusts upon them." That's from Twelfth Night. And sixth would be, good night, parting such sweet sorrow," from Romeo and Juliet. 7 would be, "But I wear my heart upon my sleeve," that's from Othello. And 8 is, "If I lose my honor, I lose myself," and that's from Anthony and Cleopatra. And then this one says, "Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it."
Excellent artist.
Thank you. And this one says, "Doubt the stars are fire, doubt the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt that I love," and that's from Hamlet. And then we have insult like Shakespeare, some of my favorite Shakespearean insults, which would be, "Your brain is as dry as the remainder biscuit after a voyage," from As You Like It. "More of your conversation would infect my brain," from Midsummer's Night Dream. "There is no more faith in thee than in a stewed prune," from Henry V. And "I do desire that we may be better strangers," from As You Like It. And "Out of my sight thou dost infect my eyes," and "You minion are too saucy." That was from Two Gentlemen of Verona. This is Sonnet 116, which is one of my favorites. Very nice, I like it. And it's kind of probably one of his most famous ones. You see it a lot. And this one says, "I will love thee with a love that shall not die till the sun grows old and the stars grow cold." And yes, "Love me or hate me, both are in my favor. If you love me, I'll always be in your heart, and if you hate me, I'll always be in your mind." I like that. And "Come not between the dragon and his wrath," from King Lear. And this is one that, there are lots of these that people are like, have nice quotes on, just the internet and with, nice backgrounds, so pretty, and everybody's like, "Oh yes, this is Shakespeare," but it's really not Shakespeare, it's some American poet from like the 1950s that like has written like one book that was like 50 pages long, nobody knows what his name is. So it's not Shakespeare, so I wrote "not Shakespeare" at the bottom because I didn't know it was Shakespeare until I did my research on where it came from. But "Time is very slow for those who wait, very fast for those who are scared, very long for those who lament, and very short for those who celebrate. But for those who love, time is eternal. So that's not from Shakespeare, but
To see if you can spot the imposter.
yes. So this is just a list of all of Shakespeare's plays. That's 2 pages long. And I don't think they're in any particular order. And this is another quote that I think of a lot when I think of Shakespeare. But what's in their name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
And that's from Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, and I got another one from Romeo and Juliet because there's just lots of good ones in there. But love is heavy and light, bright and dark, hot and cold, sick and healthy, asleep and awake. It is everything except for what it is. That's also, yeah, from Romeo and Juliet. And give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. That's from Hamlet. And once more, another one from Romeo and Juliet that I heard before, so I decided to use in here. When he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, so that he will make the face of heaven so fine that all would be in love with the night and pay no worship to the garish sun. That's from Romeo and Juliet too. It's kind of dark and morbid, but also kind of nice. So yeah, this is the full song from What You Do. I think I wrote out. And since we did Taming of the Shrew, for the cover of the Taming of the Shrew, and then one for Midsummer's Night Dream. And this is all of Kate's speech that I didn't realize how long it actually was until I went to go write it out. I thought it was like, oh, I only used like half of the 1 page, and it ended up being like 2 whole pages. My hand was dead by the end of it. And so because it had a nice the end at the end and was the closing of the play, I decided to make that the closing of my book. Okay then. Y'all actually